This 2012 has been made of a great big deal of, and it is a big deal because it is coming. It has been prophesied and it has been shown to those who are willing to listen. The shift is not so much external but internal, and will take place on many levels. It will start at the heart level and expand into the different areas of emotional, physical and spiritual. You will find that many will change in very short time from thinking one way to thinking to another way. This is called the expansion of time, for this is the time when all things will be doubled and tripled, and it is the time when all things must do this in order to take the change and give it its purpose of nature. When this is happening, it will be an exciting time for all, but it will also be a very harrowing time. For those who are more sensitive will have to be given greater challenges in understanding what is happening to their bodies, for their bodies will change dramatically in the sense of not being able to cope with such change, and they will feel that they are sick, but they are not sick. They are just going through the many different phases of change which are happening on many levels. It will be one of great expansion to the physical as well, for there will be people who will have different shapes coming into their body systems. These shapes are just part of the loosening and the letting go of different ideas and mental attitudes. There will be great change in the physical surroundings of the world as well, for these two must take place in order for the shift to take its form. It is a dimensional shift in the sense of changing the dimensions of what one thinks, in the dimensions of what one feels and what one hears. There will be those who will not be willing to support this dimensional shift, and they will remain in a different state of mind. They are stubborn and will hold on to what is known rather than that which is not. There will be more contact with the greater beings called of the ETs, for they will be effectively the leaders in this change. They will have greater input into the conditions apparent on the world, for the world will need such help in order to survive its newest and greatest challenge. There will be many shifts in the way the world looks as far as the physical aspect of it, for there will be those shifts in place which will tear mountains, which will drift into different parts of its own existence. These are rapid shifts that will continue for a long time. You have seen already some of the implications of this shift in the world as far as the environment is concerned. These will keep on happening because it is the time now for this shift to appear. The mind shift will happen on a great level as well. You will not be able to say or think things without someone already knowing what you are saying or thinking. The rapidness of this thought form is that so that you will be able to understand more what it is to love one another and to be in harmony with each other. Those who wish to perpetrate evil upon this world will no longer be able to in the conditions coming, for evil cannot withstand the love that will come from this joyousness, the ability to know, the ability to feel, and the ability to set forth into a greater understanding. Those who will bear the greatest awakening will be those who are willing to share and know where they are and what they are working towards. Many will come to understand this shift long before it happens, for they are already doing so in their daily and physical state of being. They are willing to prepare themselves for this great time that is coming. Those who are slow in understanding or not willing to change will stay that way, for it is their choice to be. There will be a time of upheaval in this lead up and on beyond that time, for it is a renewal time, a time of sharing and coming together. Those who do not wish to share or be with others will be left behind in their own parts of themselves. They will be the ones who are the outcasts now, for they will not be able to understand the community purpose of it all. But those who are willing to embrace the community aspect, the sharing, the love, will be in a more appropriate and expanded state of being, and able to withstand that which is coming in their surfaces, in their realms of light, in their minds, in their bodies. It will be a difficult time for those who are perceptive and insightful, for they will have to bear the consequences of what their word comes through. If it is given that they are saying what is not true, they will be ganged up upon. But if what they say is true, they will be upheld and praised. It is in these times that they must not find defeat and be more stronger in their purpose and less present in their ego. It is those who will not succumb to these things that will survive this time, for it will be a time of not only joy but of great sorrow, for much must be left behind in order to endure the new time that is coming. It must be this time of leaving behind that which is the physical possessions, the physical attributes, and that which is causing the materialistic intention that has been problematic in this world of yours. It is not to say that those who are pursuing material things will be lost forever. It is to say that those who pursue these material things will stay with their material things, but will not progress into the greater understanding of all there is. And they will be left behind in their own world, as if to say that they are always and will be in touch with what is the physical, material aspect of themselves, and that is their own journey. Those who are willing to embrace the new, who are willing to embrace the spiritual, willing to embrace renewal, will find it a much more pleasant time to be around, a much more exciting, uplifting, inspirational time. They will give all of themselves in order to allow others to participate fully in the experience of what is coming. It is a great time of renewal. That is the greatest ambition of this purposeful time. For the renewal is the time when all will come together as one, as though the oneness is part of the wholeness, and the wholeness is part of the one song.